All right, how you guys doing today? I'm Shane Lindeman, owner operator of Pet Matters, a pet waste removal company in North Judson, Indiana. I just wanted to make a video about a topic that comes up a lot in our community that I see a lot of people talk about. Basically, the idea that if you hire a pet waste removal company to come to your house every week or every other week or whenever that you decide to do that, that you're lazy and that you shouldn't own a dog or that you shouldn't own pets in general. There's this idea that you shouldn't own a dog if you can't scoop their shit, basically, for lack of a better term or word. Well, I saw a post in a group that I'm in, and it said, "How do you guys respond when somebody comments on your posts? Are people really this lazy?" And and this is something that I've seen a lot on my advertisements. I've made posts. I've been in business for almost a year now, and I've made advertisements and posts, and literally like multiple people will do the laugh emoji, and they will actually comment on your post that I can't believe anybody would ever do that or hire you to do this, because if you can't scoop your own dog shit, then you're just lazy. Then you shouldn't own a dog. But the problem with this comment is that it's the reason that people make this comment is not because they're mad. It's because they're ignorant. They don't understand. They are ignorant of the fact that pet waste removal is a real service and it's a real industry. And I think it's incumbent upon us in this industry to educate people and spread awareness about this industry. So that, in my opinion, is why people make that comment. It's because they see something that's new, they see something that's different, and they react with, in a vitriolic way. It's just the way that they deal with this new industry. What's new to them? They don't know anything about it. So, and I've had, like I said, I've had a lot of experiences with this comment. I always heard about this kind of thing, and I was like, there's no way that I'm going to get this comment. And literally in my first advertisements that I ever did, I got that comment, and it was like, wow, people really do have some kind of like weird reaction to the pet waste removal service industry. So there's three responses that I think that we as business owners in this industry can have to this comment. One would be nothing. That's probably the simplest one. You can kind of just ignore these people. You can delete their comment. You can block them. And you have the right to do that on your posts, on your advertisements. You can do that if you think that that's the best way to deal with it. I've certainly done that because I'll get into that later with some of the second and third reason. Second reason is you can entertain them and say, hey, thanks for your comment, because, and this is, kind of playing the game, is engagement is good. Comments on your post is good. It gets people engaged, whether it's negative or not. It doesn't really matter. Just as long as you're not rude to these people and saying, like, I hate you and you're bad because you disagree with something. But you can engage with them in kind of a playful way and say, hey, thanks for your comment. And then, if they continue to respond, well, I mean, it's up to you how far you want to take that engagement with them. And I've done that before, where I've said it's thank you for your comment or whatever, or I've even done the kind of negative sort of like, well, your comment is not productive. I don't know why you made this comment. It's not productive. It's not helping anybody. Some people really do want my service. Some people really do need my service, and it's not for you to decide whether they need it or whether they value it. And then that kind of comes to my third response that we can do, And this is the one that I kind of like the most, but it might not be the best one for every situation. But I still think that it's it's my favorite because it's what I'm all about. I'm all about educating people, just the general public, about this service and this industry. And that would be educate them about the pet waste removal industry. Yeah, I'm using some notes. And like I said, this is my favorite one because you're going to tell them about why you should consider having somebody professionally scoop your yard. It's no different than having somebody come every week and mow your grass. It's really not much different than that. The only difference is it's just a different service. And actually those services go really well together because you can have somebody come and scoop, and then the people who come and mow your grass come and mow your grass. Um, Also, there's many different reasons why people would hire somebody to scoop. It's not because they're lazy. It's just like anything else. People might value their time more than they value the 60, 80, $100 a month, whatever you charge, however you do your pricing, that it would cost to have that service done. So maybe they're busy. Maybe they just don't want to spend the time doing it. I mean, it does take a little bit of time. You got to prepare. You got to go out there. You might get dirty. You might get, your shoes might get dirty. We all know how that is if you're in this industry. And there's the obvious ones. People are, maybe they're old, they're disabled. So one of my customers particularly is literally disabled. He literally can't. He's got a leg issue. He can't bend down. He can't do these things safely. And to him, to spend the less than $100 a month to have me come every week and do it is worth it. Not everybody that I serve, by the way, is old or disabled. Some of them are just busy. Some of them are just, they would rather allocate their time to doing other things. And we all know that this is a dirty job. So they would rather spend the less than $100 a month to have me come every week and do this task for them. It's really that simple. But then there's the other side of the equation, and this is more environmental. The environmental reasons that I try to educate people on sometimes is that pet waste is an environmental toxin. Just a little bit of a history lesson. The Black Plague. We remember the time in I think it was 15th century, sometime long ago, hundreds of years ago. Many, many, many people died. I think it was a third of the population of Europe died. And the reason that happened was because improper disposal of waste. In this instance, it was human waste. And I'm not saying that if you don't scoop your dog's, matter that's going to happen again. But rain runoff from your yard and things of that nature does cause contamination, environmental contamination. So that is a reason why, if you're not going to do it yourself, then you should hire somebody to do it. I mean, it's plain and simple. And also just general cleanliness of your yard. I always say one of my marketing terms is it's out of sight, out of mind. It's, you let your dog out there, they do it, and next thing you know, it's all piled up out there. And when that happens, it becomes a little overwhelming. And so if you have this continuous upkeep, this somebody coming every week or every other week to do it, it's kind of worth it. It's kind of worth it in the long run. So that would be the third thing, the third response. And I know that's really long-winded, but you can distill that down to work for you and find out what talking point makes the most sense to you to educate. What hits people emotionally about this topic, you know? Dog owners, pet owners, it's something that they have to deal with at some point. And so if you can let people know that and educate them on that fact, then it will be more effective in educating them about this issue. That's probably not the easiest response. Probably the easiest response is just to say nothing and either delete their comment or block them or just leave it there, you know, for engagement. You know, maybe other people will comment and say, yeah, this guy's stupid because he thinks he's going to get business from people scooping their dog shit. But we all know if we have businesses that do this service, that our customers really do appreciate our service. And that's all that you need to know to be effective as a business owner, is just to let people know, hey, I do have customers and they really do appreciate my service here. So that's all I got to say on this. I hope this kind of helps give a different perspective on this issue that I see come up a lot and that people ask questions about a lot in the groups. Thank you once again. I'm Shane Lindeman, owner operator of Pet Matters, a pet waste removal company in North Judson, Indiana. Thanks to everybody who went and checked out my last video. I posted in a couple of the groups. I hope you found it helpful, and thank you for subscribing if you did. And I'm going to try to post a video like every week, you know, maybe do like a truck talk when I'm in between accounts. So, you know, if that's something you're into and I can give you some kind of value and education about pet waste removal, then that would be really cool. Hopefully we can keep doing this. All right. Thank you guys. Have a good day.